Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now December 28th of 2020, and ever since the very end of The Mandalorian Season 2, a lot of fans have really been looking forward to the future of the franchise by George Lucas, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and others. That's really going to raise the bar for Star Wars. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one exciting aspect about the future of the universe is that we, yes, have George, Jon, and Dave providing tons of authentic content moving ahead. They're really going to be bringing back a lot of Star Wars legends into the mix, whether it be for TV or movies or books, novels, and comics. They're really trying to make Star Wars back to the way it used to be with the old expanded universe. Of course, it's going to be different. You can't copy it completely, but it's really going to be very similar in tone to what they are actually trying to aim for. Now, given, of course, that we have one TV show in particular that a lot of fans are very skeptical over, and that is, of course, The Acolyte by Leslye Headland. Now, The Acolyte by Leslye Headland, in case you guys did not know, is labeled as a mystery thriller that's going to have to do with the High Republic era and the discovery of a new dark side power that is rising. Now, given that Brie Larson is described to be attached to this project, a lot of problems have been happening behind the scenes for The Acolyte, hence why it had a couple of setbacks here and there with the writing process, pre-production, with the script and all, between Leslye Headland and others out there. Now, what's really interesting about all of this is that, well, with The Mandalorian Season 2 now finished and done with, Disney and Lucasfilm are primarily focused on their new Star Wars projects for their universe and more. It's described that currently Kathleen Kennedy is still in charge of Star Wars The Acolyte by Leslye Headland, that is described to include actress Brie Larson. Now, on top of this, it's noted that behind the scenes, Brie Larson had been falling into creative differences with Kathleen Kennedy and has been causing major issues during the production phase of the new Star Wars TV series. Brie Larson is described to be very furious over the allowed amount of screen time she is getting for the first half of the episodes, where Brie Larson is described to have major problems with her only having around 10 minutes of screen time planned for the first 6 episodes of the 12-part series by Leslye Headland, and that Brie is demanding to be offered more screen time in the script for the first 6 episodes before they begin filming in the spring of 2021 next year. Now, further, it's described that Larson also has some problems with the actual design of her character for the Acolyte and wants to have some significant changes done to her Jedi God character. So let's, pause right there for 1 second. The thing about all of this, is that Brie Larson is a person, or an actress if you will, that I have found to be very overly demanding. I mean, we saw similar scenarios with the Captain Marvel film. We're also learning more, similar situations with Captain Marvel 2 and exactly how that's going. So Brie Larson, like I say, if you guys like her as an actress, that's fine, but everybody has their own opinion, and that's completely welcome here. You guys are able to express that. But in my opinion, Brie Larson is not a good actress. I feel that she is way too over her head when it comes to what she believes that she deserves, and that's exactly what she is doing now with Star Wars, is that she believes that she deserves more screen time just because, not because of the story, but just because. And B, she is also demanding that her character to be redesigned. It's almost like, since when do actors have such an influence on the story and the overall writing process of the, scripts and the overall treatments of the story? It's pretty much been uncalled for. And Brie Larson is a great example of that. Now, looking at The Acolyte, this is one TV show that we have to wait and see the footage to see exactly how it's going to be. Like I say, do I believe it's going to be a failure? I do believe that. I'm not trying to be overly negative at all. But if you look at what's associated with the show, we have Leslye Headland, we have Kathleen Kennedy in charge of the story, mind you, and we also got Brie Larson on board. We also have the Batwoman actress associated with this project, believe it or not, hence why I keep calling it the potential Batwoman 2.0, is because she's also involved in this project. So, like I've said, I think that regardless, no matter what happens to the Acolyte, no matter what happens to Kathleen Kennedy's plans for this series, everything else with Star Wars is going to thrive. Now, everything related to, of course, you know, that one actress, alright, Ruby Rose, as we talked about just seconds ago, the Batwoman actress being associated with this TV series, this is exactly why I believe it's going to be a Batwoman 2.0 scenario. Because we had similar writers like Leslye Headland on board of the Batwoman series, and we all saw how that turned out to be. Now, I'm not here sitting that I want things to fail, but something like this needs a lot of work, and it needs regulation. It needs better creators and writers. And as long as you got that, if you're just focusing on story, that's fine. But already, I mean, it's not surprising that we have someone like Larson running into creative differences. So, like I've said before in the past, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.